What is going on YouTube? Lamont at large. Today I'm coming to you from Gary, Indiana. I am at the abandoned city Methodist church here, and I'm going to take a quick look around and I'm going to explain to you guys what happened to this church and how it got to be in the shape that it is today. Let's go take a look, shall we? This area right here looks like it could have been some kind of an auditorium or something along the lines of that. You can see the stage right there. Or this could have actually been where they did church services. As you can see right here, the roof is slowly falling apart. This place has been abandoned since 1975, so well over 45 years. This church originally started construction in 1925. It took about 22 months to build. It cost about $800,000. Within the first year that this church was opened, I had about 1,700 members in its congregation, and at its height, at its popularity in the 1950s, it had well over 3,000 people in its congregation. But of course, during the 60s and the 70s, there was what they call white flight. You had a bunch of middle-class white people that used to live in Gary, Indiana, and they just left the area. The jobs left and they left. And most of the members of its congregation also took off. And eventually, by 1973, there was only about 320 members in this church. And then finally, they just said, forget it, we're just going to close its doors. So they closed in 1975. By the time they closed, there was only 300 members in the congregation, and only 1/3 of them actually showed up for church services. Definitely won't be getting upstairs from this stairway. It looks like it is long since collapsed. Look at that. I believe there was a fire in this church in the mid-70s, and a lot of what's been destroyed is because of that fire. Right now, I am walking in what used to be Seaman Hall. That was named after the original pastor of this church. At its time when it was open, this place could hold about 1,000 people for having large gatherings. It had a Sunday school, it had a gymnasium. This is where their corporate offices were held at. And when the church was created, its original church organ was donated by a man by the name of Albert Gary. He was the man that this city is named after. He was a pretty prominent judge and attorney. Also, the city of Gary, West Virginia is also named after him too. Anybody want to go upstairs? This would be the upstairs where they would hold church services. I'm trying to find my way upstairs, but so far I'm not able to see it. I've seen two staircases that have already told me that I cannot go upstairs. Right, let's try looking outside. I definitely am no mobile instinct, that's for sure. And as you can see, the videos that I've done with him, he has been a very bad influence on me because he has me going into these abandoned places. And I suspect that he would have enjoyed this place very much so. Don't forget to subscribe. And you might want to check out his other channel, Mobile Instinct 2. He does more graveyards and some interesting videos on that channel. Okay. Wow. It's amazing how beautiful this church was. See, I bet Mobile Instinct would go right on top of that tower, but my friend, I am not so brave. Not so brave at all. If you're wondering why there's grass and shrubbery and stuff growing on top of this roof right here, there used to be a rooftop garden, and this is where it was until the fire destroyed it. But the fire was unable to destroy everything because we still have quite a lot of vegetation in this area. Boy, that would be a real shame if this roof were to collapse on top of my head. That would not be a good look. It's so funny how when things just get abandoned and disappear, that nature rightfully takes back what's theirs. As you can see, the squirrel has definitely found himself dinner. All those windows broken out. A little fun movie facts about this place. This was actually the filming location for Transformers 3, and they filmed a few scenes from a 2000 and I think an early 2000s remake of Nightmare on Elm Street. Okay, that was a quick tour of the City Methodist Cemetery here in Gary, Indiana. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you on the next adventure, wherever that might be. Thank you for watching, guys. Always appreciate it. Have a good day. Peace out.